The Bachelor franchise managed to soar to new heights by putting pilot Peter Weber in the cockpit for his very own season. However, while the season wasn't lacking drama, there simply wasn't enough time to showcase everything that went down. Here's what you didn't see on TV. Peter's Bachelor season certainly had its fair share of memorable women. However, Kelsey Weir proved herself to be a standout contestant from the very beginning. An Iowa native, Weir found herself entangled in early season drama with contestant Hannah Ann Sluss, which quite literally exploded in her face as she tried having a champagne toast with Weber, only to end up covered in bubbly. While fans might have felt some secondhand embarrassment for Weir's messy champagne malfunction, Weber apparently went out of his way to make her feel better about the situation. During an interview with BuzzFeed, Weber revealed, "They didn't show this, but I remember trying to make Kelsey feel better when we went eventually to go have our conversation and the champagne exploded in her face. I took the rest of the champagne and I poured it all over my face. And I remember just trying to make the moment a little bit better."
Oh, to make her feel better. Now that's pretty cute.
Yeah. Okay, he made that.
Madison Pruitt became a top contender for Peter's heart after hitting it off with the Bachelor's family during a one-on-one date to his parents' vow renewal ceremony. However, while Weber's family seemed to immediately love and welcome Pruitt with open arms, the contestants' parents were noticeably more reserved when meeting Weber for the first time during Pruitt's hometown date. Viewers watched as Pruitt's father pressed a nervous Weber for assurance that the Bachelor's love for his daughter was genuine. However, the episode failed to show Weber's one-on-one conversation with Pruitt's mother. Fortunately, ABC uploaded the deleted scene to YouTube, and fans were surprised to find that Tanya Pruitt wasted no time jumping into the hard questions, immediately asking Weber, quote, "Can you tell me why Madison is still in this competition?" Very specifically, when Weber said he saw a life with her, she skeptically responded, "What does that life look like?" While Weber tried his best to assure her of his feelings, the conversation ended with Pruitt's mom seeming even more unsure about her potential future son-in-law. Peter sent a shockwave through Bachelor Nation when he eliminated frontrunner Victoria Paul in the 6th episode of his season, confessing that his feelings for her simply weren't as strong as her feelings were for him. Much like fans watching at home, Paul seemed completely blindsided by Weber's revelation. However, according to preseason spoilers released by Bachelor spoiler blogger Steve Carbone, Paul's elimination might have been arranged off-screen so the former Miss Louisiana could be present to crown her successor. Carbone wrote in a January 2020 blog post, "They mutually agreed to part ways, but again, I don't know how the show will choose to show it. Victoria did have to crown her Miss Louisiana successor the day after she left, so I'm sure that played some role in her wanting to leave. The timing is too convenient."
He's always in love though, Peter, right?
I'm in love too.
Right,
with myself.
Of course, if such a conversation took place, Bachelor fans weren't privy to the discussion between Paul and producers. However, considering Paul was eliminated just in time to crown Miss Louisiana 2020, it seems Carbone might just be correct in his theory. Peter's Bachelor season was widely criticized by fans of the franchise for the way it placed the overwhelming majority of its focus on needless, producer-driven drama between the contestants, seemingly pitting the women against each other more than ever before in the name of making must-watch reality TV. While Bachelor fans do appreciate some drama, Weber's season was seriously lacking lightheartedness. So when a mysterious bottle of maple syrup was spotted sitting alongside a can of whipped cream during one of Weber's cocktail parties, fans latched on to the hope that the undoubtedly silly moment which required the sugary sweet treats would be shown.
Thick. I never thought of that.
I did.
One fan tweeted, "Did anyone else notice the bottle of maple syrup sitting on the coffee table during The Bachelor tonight? Why is no one talking about this? I'm sorry, but tonight should have been about Syrupgate." Unfortunately, Syrupgate was never addressed, even when a later shot in the episode showed contestant McKenna Dorn returning from one-on-one time with Weber while holding the syrup and whipped cream. Another fan wrote, "The fact that McKenna came back from her talk with Peter and was holding a bottle of maple syrup and a can of whipped cream, but no one acknowledged it, is absurd." Virginia Beach native Victoria Fuller was criticized throughout Peter's Bachelor season for questionable past modeling gigs, allegedly exaggerating her relationship with Chase Rice, and reportedly breaking up marriages in her hometown. Steve Carbone was the first to report on the accusations and allegations against Fuller, writing that he'd never had so many negative stories about a single contestant. And according to Carbone, previous Bachelor contestant Lauren Burnham, who married Ari Leyendijk after season 22, also had a story to tell about Fuller. In a series of tweets from October 28, 2019, Carbone alleged that Burnham was a friend of a friend whose marriage was reportedly damaged by Fuller's relationship with her husband, and revealed that Burnham's mother was in attendance at Fuller's hometown date, perhaps to warn Weber about the contestant's reputation, the same way his ex, Marissa, did. Carbone tweeted, "We've truly reached a meta moment today." While Burnham's mother was nowhere to be found when the episode aired in February 2020, the former contestant did confirm that her mom attended the daytime portion of Fuller's date with Weber. Bachelor Nation is a small world, after all. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about your favorite reality TV shows are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.